This is like a pageant question, okay. It's Savannah, or if you go over to my channel, I go by Savvy sometimes. Welcome to this video. I'm going to be answering some questions that were asked on the House of Brown account. So we're going to start off. Why are your friends so cool? You know what? I don't know. They're pretty fun to hang out with. They're a blast. Your singing is amazing. What's your favorite song to sing? Thank you. And my favorite song to sing. I have a lot of songs that I like to sing. A few of the ones that I'm singing right now are Listen by Beyonce. It's a hard one. I lowered the, what's it called? The scale. I can't remember. But I'm singing that for my pageant. And then a few other songs that I'm working on right now are Love of My Life by Queen, Somebody to Love by Queen, and Lay Me Down by Sam Smith. The next one is, who's your curly hair best friend? You know what? Her name is Afton Harris, and she is so much fun to hang out with. The next one is, do I have any specific goals I would like to reach one day? Example, doctor, lawyer, author, actress. This one is kind of going into the future careers or jobs category. I have a few options. I've changed my mind over the course of the years, which is pretty normal for people, but right now I want to either be a forensic investigator or a psychologist because I really think that the human mind is really interesting, and I think it'd be really awesome to go and be on the crime scene and go and investigate and see what happened. I think that'd be so much fun. The next question is, how does she deal with stress or tough situations on a bad day? The way that I deal with this kind of stuff is I like to just go into my room, relax, just think about things. Sometimes I'll just turn off my phone, turn off electronics, and just sit there and think about things, or sometimes I'll just go and watch a fun movie to distract myself from anything that would be happening that day. Or I can go to one of my friends and just kind of vent and talk about my feelings and see what's going on. The next one is, how old were you when you got your braces? I got my first set of braces when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I think. And then I got them off in 5th grade. And then I got my second set of braces actually in like July or something of last year. I'm ready to get them off. The first time I really liked them, but this time I definitely do not. The next one is, what is your favorite song? This one is kind of a toughie because there are a lot of really good songs. Lately I've really loved listening to 70s bands or older bands, so I really like ABBA or Queen, and I also like some newer ones too. You know, Sam Smith is a really fun artist to listen to, and then I'll also just listen to whatever is on the radio. But if I had to pick one, currently, I would probably say Lay Me Down by Sam Smith, which is one of the ones that I've seen. Who do you look up to and why? This is like a pageant question, okay. One of the people that I really look up to is my mom. She has to handle 5 kids, pretty much 6 kids actually, including my dad. 2 dogs and a cat, which I guess it's not as hard when she gets help, but that's not always the case. And so she has a lot to deal with, and she still does it while handling just everything else that she has to do. This next one is, have you had a boyfriend? And yes, I've had a few, but I wouldn't really consider them real relationships. So we're just gonna move on. The next one says, who are her best friends? Well, I have a lot of really close friends. Some of my best girlfriends are my friend Kylie and my friend Camber. They're ones that I've held on to for a really long time. I've known Camber since 2nd grade and Kylie since 7th, and we've all gotten pretty close over the years. What is something you're passionate about? Well, I'm really passionate about singing. One thing that I'm super passionate about is cheer. I absolutely love cheer. I've been doing it since 5th grade, and I want to try and do it throughout college too if I can. I love it so much. It's so much fun. It's a thrill, and I'm a flyer, so I get thrown in the air. I love the thrill of being thrown in the air. And I love working with the team too. It's a lot of fun. What is the hardest part of YouTube? The hardest part is probably, I think, especially in the beginning, is when you're filming in public and then people are like always watching and like seeing what you're doing. Like in one of the other videos that we had, there were some people in the background and they were like trying to get in the video. I think it's kind of funny, but it's also sometimes it feels awkward filming in public. Another thing that's hard is keeping up on the schedule and like editing. I haven't uploaded on my channel in a really long time and I don't have a schedule for that, but it's okay. I don't know. I pretty much upload a video when I feel like it or when I get. So the next question is, what is it like to have and brother issues, and how do people react when they come over to your house? To the first portion of the question, I'm pretty sure this is talking about Lincoln. Having him, he's kind of a challenge, but he's a lot of fun. He's added a ton of life to the house. He's so much fun to be around, and even though he can be a little bit of a butthead sometimes, he's a really sweet boy. And then what is it like how do people react when they come over to your house? So usually when people come over to their house, they already, have met him and already kind of know about his situation, so they don't really react out of the ordinary. The next question is, what's the hardest thing about high school? One of the hardest things about high school, so I started high school just barely. I'm a freshman, and the summer before we started, I was going on Pinterest. I was like reading all this stuff and trying to get myself as prepared as I could. And one of the things that I read was people show their true colors in high school. And it's actually true, sometimes friends change and you lose some friends and you make new friends, but I think one of the hardest things about high school is how people change, and sometimes that's hard to deal with, but it's okay, and it's stuff that you can get through and move on and make new friends and live your life. The next one is, what's Savannah's current favorite show on Netflix? Oh, well, if we're talking about series, I recently watched Friends. I love that so much. I finished that in like a month or less, all 10 seasons. And then if we're talking about movies, I really am loving The Mummy, which is an older movie, but I think that's a really great movie. It's one of my dad's favorites too. The next one is, any advice on starting a channel? If you're gonna start a channel, I think getting the right equipment is something that you would want to look into. And if you're starting off, you can use your phone, but as you go on, it'd be good to get a camera. We have the Canon GA7X. We have a few other cameras too that we use. So getting a camera is a good option for that. And then also just be really confident. I know that a lot of people, when they start their YouTube channels, they're kind of shy. Like in the beginning when I was starting my YouTube channel, I was really shy and, not really out there. But when you put yourself out there and show your personality, people really start to like you more and start to enjoy watching your content more. And also just trying to keep a schedule on your content and making sure that you're uploading consistently. This one says, do you have your period? From Carly. Yes, I have started my period. This is kind of a girl thing. Once you start your period, it's not super fun, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask your mother or sister or any, figure about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have a crush? P.S. I love you guys. Thank you. Well, I think there are like cute guys. I've seen some cute guys in my school, but I'm not really interested in anyone right now. Here's this one. Have you had your first kiss? No, and the main reason why is because I made a deal with my dad that when I'm 16, if I haven't had my first kiss yet, he'll get me a car. So definitely not gonna kiss anyone because I don't want to miss out on a car. I think if we hadn't made that deal, I probably would have kissed someone by now. I don't know. The next one says, what is your dream vacation? One of the things that I've always dreamed about is going to Paris. I love France, I love French. I'm taking a French class right now, I'm learning French. And I think it'd be really awesome to one day just go to Paris for 2 months or something, or even go on, like, being an exchange student over in Paris. And I just think it'd be really cool to like explore the culture, meet new people. I think it'd be so much fun. And if not Paris, I would want to go somewhere warm like Hawaii or somewhere that has lots of beaches, somewhere nice and warm. But yeah, that's the last question, I think. So thank you for sending in those questions. For the rest of this video, this little sticker is going to be joining me. I'm going to tell you 10 more things about me just to give you a little bit more of an idea. The first thing is that I do pageants. I've been doing pageants since about 7th grade, I think. The second thing about me is I do dance. I've been doing dance since 4th grade. The third thing is something that I've already talked about, but it's cheer. I really love cheer. I'm a freshman this year, but I made the varsity team, which was super exciting. I've had so much fun. The next thing about me is animals. I actually really love animals so much. The next thing is I play a few instruments. I'm kind of self-taught on them. I used to take piano lessons, but then I stopped. And then I got a ukulele and a guitar, which those I kind of just searched up on the internet how to play them. I'd search up the chords and then search up songs to play with them. And I've learned a few songs on those. The next thing about me is that I have currently a 4.0, and I have had, since 8th grade, I made it a goal of mine to have a 4.0 throughout all of high school and throughout all of 8th grade. I got a 4.0 throughout all of 8th grade. 4.0 first semester of high school. I'm going to try and continue all the way throughout. The next thing about me is one snack that I really love are Takis. Those are really good. My mom thinks it's kind of weird, but I think they taste really good, except I can't eat too many at a time or else they cause a few problems. The next thing about me is that I'm actually pretty shy. If you meet me in person, you'll kind of see that I am not super outgoing, which I'm wanting to become more outgoing. It's something that I'm kind of working on. From performing on stage, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that I'm as shy as I am. And once you get to know me, I'm like way out there. I'm kind of loud. My personality starts to show. A guilty pleasure that I have, which is watching The Bachelor with my mom on Mondays. I love watching the drama that goes on. The last thing is that I'm kind of self-taught in some things. For example, tumbling. I'm not 100% self-taught, but when I was younger, I would search up YouTube videos on how to do tumbling. I didn't take any specific tumbling lessons. I would just search up YouTube videos on how to do it, and then I'd go and have someone spot me, and then I'd go and just do it on the ground. And then recently I've started taking tumbling lessons, and I've gotten a lot better. But I was self-taught for a good chunk of, you know, the beginning of my tumbling career. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye. Comment down below if you like this video. Give it a big thumbs up and click that bell.
See you later.